esteemed faculty members, and participants around the world who have joined us today, both in person and virtually, and dear students. I, Dr. Shahjahan, on behalf of Malana Azad National Urdu University, MANUU, extend a warm welcome to you all to the second International Conference in Chemistry 2025. With a theme focusing on innovation in chemical sciences for sustainable development, this conference brings together experts and scholars to exchange knowledge and ideas for a better tomorrow. Together, together we aim to foster a collaborative environment.
ट्रांसलेशन वालों को पहले फेलिसिटेट करना है डाइस पे बुलाने से पहले ट्रांसलेशन का
Okay. Together, we aim to foster a collaborative environment and that inspires creative solutions, promotes sustainable practices, and paves the way for a brighter future. We deeply appreciate your presence, whether you are seated in this hall or participating virtually, as it reflects your commitment to advancing the field of chemistry. Over the next 2 days, we have an exciting program lined up featuring keynote speakers, technical sessions, and networking opportunities. Let us now begin this exciting conference. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Syed Anur Hassan, is a renowned Persian scholar and a proud recipient of the prestigious Padma Shri Award for 2025. On behalf of Department of Translation, MANUU, I invite Professor Khalid Mubashir Zafar, Director DTP MANUU, to facilitate Padma Shri Professor Syed Anur Hassan and honor his remarkable achievement. Thank you, sir. Now, it is my pleasure to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to our Honorable Vice Chancellor of MANUU, Padma Shri Professor Syed Anur Hassan, our esteemed chief guest, Professor Muhammad Mubin, Vice Chancellor of Cluster University of Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir, Registrar of MANUU, I'm sorry, he is not here, Dean of School of Sciences, Professor Aleem Basha, Head of the Department of Chemistry, Professor Salman Ahmed Khan, Convener of the conference, Dr. Alimuddin. May I now request the following esteemed dignitaries to kindly join us on the dais. Padma Shri Professor Syed Anur Hassan, Honorable Vice Chancellor of MANUU, Professor Muhammad Mubin, Vice Chancellor of Cluster University of Srinagar, Professor Aleem Basha, Dean of School of Sciences, Professor Salman Ahmed Khan, Department of Chemistry Head, Dr. Alimuddin, Convener of the conference. I also extend warm welcome to our esteemed dignitaries, invited speakers, faculty members, and participants joining us around the world, and students. Your presence is a testament to the importance of this conference, and we are grateful to your participation. Oprah Winfrey once said, challenges are gifts that force us to search for a new center of gravity. Don't fight them, find a new way to stand. So, before formally beginning the proceedings of the inaugural program, let us seek blessings from the Almighty. I now invite Mr. Muhammad Abdul Raf Azhar, a master student from the Department of Chemistry, to graciously recite the verses from the Holy Quran. Azhar.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والتين والزيتون وطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين. لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون. فما يكذبك بعد بالدين أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين. صدق الله العظيम. तर्जुमा। मैं अल्लाह ताला की पनाह मांगता हूँ शैतान मरदूद से। शुरू करता हूँ अल्लाह के नाम से जो बेहद मेहरबान निहायत रहम वाला है। कसम है इंजीर की और जैतून की और तूर सीना की और इस अमन वाले शहर की। यकीनन हमने इंसान को बेहतरीन साख्त पर पैदा किया है, फिर हमने लौटा दिया उसको पस्त तरीन हालत की तरफ, सिवाय उन लोगों के जो ईमान लाए और नेक आमाल किए, तो उनके लिए ऐसा अज्र होगा जो कभी ख़त्म न होगा। तो इसके बाद कौन सी चीज़ तुझे जज़ा व सज़ा के इनकार पर आमादा करती है? क्या अल्लाह तमाम हाकिमों से बड़ा हाकिम नहीं है? I seek refuge in Allah from the outcast shaitan. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. I swear by the fig and the olive, the Mount of Sinai, and by this peaceful city. Indeed, we created humans in the best form. Then we reduced them to the lowest of the low, except those who believed and did righteous deeds. They will have a never-ending reward. So, after all this, what makes you deny the judgment? Is Allah not the most just of all judges? Jazakallah.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Abdul Rawazar, for the beautiful recitation. Now it's time to honor our dignitaries with a token of our appreciation and gratitude. I invite Padma Shri Professor Sayyid Anul Hassan, Honorable Vice Chancellor of MANUU, to kindly present bouquet, shawl and memento to our esteemed chief guest, Professor Muhammad Mubin, Vice Chancellor of Cluster University of Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir. Give him a good round of applause. Thank you, sir. I now request Professor Aleem Pasha, Dean of School of Sciences, to present a bouquet, shawl and memento to Padma Shri Professor Sayyid Anul Hassan, Honorable Vice Chancellor of MANUU. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Professor Salman Ahmed Khan, Head of the Department of Chemistry, to present a bouquet, shawl and memento to Professor Aleem Basha, Dean of School of Sciences. Okay. Give him a good round of applause, please. Thank you, sir. Now I invite Dr. Alimuddin, convener of the conference, to kindly present a bouquet, shawl and memento to Professor Salman Ahmed Khan, Head of the Department of Chemistry. Give him a good round of applause. Thank you, sir. Finally, I request Professor Salman Ahmed Khan, Head of the Department of Chemistry, to present bouquet, shawl and memento to Dr. Alimuddin, convener of the conference. Thank you, sir. As we honor our esteemed guests, we take pride in showcasing the collective efforts of our conference participants. It is a pleasure to release the souvenir of Second International Conference in Chemistry 2025, a testament to the innovative spirit and collaborative endeavors that define our academic community. This souvenir serves as a lasting memento of our shared passion for advancing chemical sciences and promoting sustainable development. Please join me in unveiling this commemorative publication. So I invite Professor Salman Ahmed Khan, Head of the Department of Chemistry, to unveil this token of... Okay, I'm so sorry. I invite Professor Aleem Basha, Dean of School of Sciences, to unveil this commemorative publication. So, thank you, sir. Any program is incomplete without our MANUU Tarana. Let's celebrate the spirit of MANUU with the university's official Tarana.
ये बाबे शहरे इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का, ये बाबे शहरे इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का। आओ सफ़र यहाँ से करे आसमान का, बाबे शहरे इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का। इल्मो कमाल फज़लो शियारो शूर तक फैली है दिल नवाज महक दूर दूर तक मिलता यहाँ निसाब है सारे जहान का। ये बाबे शहर इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का। हर नक्शो रंगो बू से करो अपनी गुफ्तगू, आजाद दरसगाह की है ये भी जुस्तजू। सब फासला मिटाते चलो दरमियान का। ये बाबे शहर इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का। ग़र्बो जुनूब से हो के शर्क़ो वो शुमाल से आगे बढ़ो ख्याल मिला दो ख्याल से। चर्चा हो कायनात में हिंदुस्तान का। ये बाबे शहर इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का। फसले सदा बहार से बस्ती बसी रहे, मिलकर दुआ करो कि ये खेती हरी रहे। साया रहे सरों पे किसी साहिबान का। आओ सफर यहाँ से करे आसमान का। ये बाबे शहर इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का।
This beautiful composition is a masterpiece of our own Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Syed Ainul Hassan. Let's give him a good round of applause for this beautiful composition. Now it's my pleasure to invite respected Professor Salman Ahmed Khan, Head of the Department of Chemistry, to extend a warm welcome and set the tone for today's event. Please, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Saza. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning and very warm welcome to all. Padma Shri, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Ainul Hassan Sahab, Chief Guest of the conference and keynote speaker, Professor Muhammad Mubin Sahab, Dean School of Sciences, Professor Aleem Basa Sahab, convener of the conference, Dr. Alimuddin Sahab, distinguished guests, our colleagues, and dear participants. On the behalf of Department of Chemistry, I feel extremely glad to welcome you all in this second international conference in chemistry on theme Innovation in Chemical Sciences for Sustainable Development, being organized by the Department of Chemistry at Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad. The theme of this conference highlights the critical significance of chemistry in attaining sustainable development goal for solving real world problem. The advancement of chemical sciences for sustainable development is predominantly centered on green chemistry and green methodologies. These practices are designed to create chemical products and processes that reduce hazardous material, waste, and environmental impact that contribute significantly to a more sustainable future. I welcome and express my gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Syed Ainul Hasan Sahab, for his presence despite his busy schedule. We are grateful for your persistent support throughout this conference. I welcome our chief guest of the conference and keynote speaker, Professor Muhammad Mubin Sahab, for accepting our invitation. And it is honored to be graced by the presence of such eminent scientists and academicians. I personally welcome all the delegates who are physically present here, as well joined with us online across the India and 9 different countries, including China, Singapore, Malaysia, Egypt, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar. I am happy to inform you that the Department of Chemistry was established in 2014 under the School of Sciences, presently offering UG, PG, and PhD program. I am pleased to announce that since 2020, Department of Chemistry has successfully published approximate 75 research articles in esteemed national and international journals, achieving accumulated impact factor around 224 and approximately 780 citation in Scopus. Additionally, the Department of Chemistry has secured 1 patent, published 10 books, contributed 28 book chapter. The H index of the Department of Chemistry is 16, while the I-10 index of the Department of Chemistry is 24. This remarkable achievement is largely attributed to the vision of our current Vice Chancellor, Professor Syed Ainul Hasan Sahab, who has continually inspired both faculty as well as research scholars and has provided essential financial support for research in the sciences. I thank our faculty member and dedicated research scholar for their effort and contribution. I congratulate the convener of the conference, Dr. Alimuddin Sahab, other faculty member, research scholar, and PG student for their contribution for organizing this international conference. I wish a very great success of this international conference. Once again, I welcome you all in this international conference. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Your vision has truly set a strong foundation for the success of this conference. Now, I would like to invite Professor Aleem Basha, Dean of School of Sciences, to speak about the School of Sciences at MANUU.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to all. Respected Padma Shris, Professor Syed Anul Hassan sir, Vice Chancellor of this university. Our chief guest of today's session, Professor Mohammad Mubin, Vice Chancellor of Cluster University at Srinagar. Professor Salman Khan, Section Head, Department of Chemistry, and convener of today's conference, Dr. Alimuddin. I welcome you, all of you, and our colleagues, dear students and participants in hybrid mode. Myself extend a warm welcome to all the delegates of the second International Conference in Chemistry organized by the Department of Chemistry, School of Sciences at this university. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our esteemed Professor, Vice Chancellor of this university, Padma Shri Sri Syed Anul Hassan sir, and Chief Guest of today's conference, Professor Mohammad Mubin, for gracing this occasion with their presence. I wish to inform that Maulana Azad National Urdu University, abbreviated as MANUU, is a central university established in the year 1998, having A+ grade in the NAC ranking. MANUU is recognized as a major higher education service provider across the remote areas of the country in Urdu medium through its regular and distance mode programs. Sir, MANUU commenced with distance education programs in 1998 and consolidated its regular academic and research programs in 2004. The university has created our School of Sciences in the year 2006 with a diploma in information technology to establish a unique educational program of study different from human-centered subjects, considering the importance of science education in development of nation in many areas. The main objective of science programs is to turn natural curiosity of humans in creation of new knowledge that make studying science as attractive as learning to find solutions to the problems in addressing the needs of the society. At present, the School of Sciences offers MSc and PhD programs in botany, chemistry, mathematics, physics, and zoology, along with 4-year UG programs as per National Education Policy 2020. At present, the school is having a strength of 1,030 students exclusive for sciences. The school also offers self-financed vocational programs at UG and PG levels in medical lab technology, medical imaging technology, and emergency trauma technology. The school has also introduced PhD programs in sponsored or self-financing mode for working professionals. So I am very happy to inform that the School of Sciences is going to organize 3 more conferences and seminars in coming days. So I invite you all to participate in these events also and wish a very grand success to these events. I wish you a very grand success to this conference also. And before conclude, I congratulate the section head, Professor Salman Ahmad Khan, along with his team in organizing such conference. And I would like to extend very heartfelt thanks to our authorities for supporting and encouraging throughout the process. So thank you all and the very best for the upcoming sessions in these 2 days. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful address and for highlighting the role of School of Sciences in nurturing talent and research excellence. I now request Dr. Alimuddin, convener of the conference, to share details about this conference.
Thank you, Dr. Shahjahan. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to one and all. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Padma Shri Professor Sayyid Anul Hassan Sahab, Chief Guest Professor Mohammad Mobeen Sahab, Vice Chancellor Cluster University Srinagar, Professor H. Alim Basa Sahab, Dean School of Sciences, Professor Salman Ahmad Khan Sahab, Head Department of Chemistry, distinguished guests, participants online, offline, colleagues and dear students. On behalf of the organizing committee, it is my privilege and honor to welcome all the distinguished guests and participants who joined us online and offline from different parts of India and abroad for the second International Conference in Chemistry 2025. The conference is themed Innovation in Chemical Sciences for Sustainable Development, organized by the Department of Chemistry, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad, in hybrid mode. The conference aims to provide chemists from diverse areas with a common platform to share knowledge, explore the utility of chemical sciences for sustainable development, and emphasize the importance of innovation in addressing national scientific and technological requirements related to health, environment, and economy. It will serve as a platform for the national and international scientific community to discuss, deliberate, and debate research findings for practical applications benefiting humanity. The scientific programs are designed to highlight interfaces not only within different branches of chemistry, but also across fields such as nanotechnology, green and environmental chemistry, industrial chemistry, medicinal chemistry, drug discovery, and computational chemistry, which have broad scopes. More than 200 paper presenters will share their innovative ideas and research findings under the 7 different sub-themes from different parts of the country and other countries like Malaysia, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, China, Singapore, Nepal, Bangladesh, and Qatar. I extend my sincere thanks to Honorable Vice Chancellor Padma Shri Professor Sayyid Ainul Hassan Sahab and the Registrar Professor Ishtiaq Ahmad Sahab for their financial support in organizing this conference. I also express gratitude to Professor Salman Ahmad Khan, Head Department of Chemistry, and Professor H. Alim Basa Sahab, Dean School of Sciences, for their initiative, provision of necessary facilities, and continuous support. I also thank research scholars and UGPG students of Department of Chemistry who worked day and night to make this conference a grand success. My sincere thanks to Mr. Muhammad Samir, Managing Director, Anmol Group of Companies, for supporting this conference. I hope that you will leave the conference with renewed inspiration and prospects for future collaboration. Once again, I welcome you all and I hope you will enjoy this conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful remarks and for your tireless efforts in organizing this successful event. Now I request Dr. Qasimullah to kindly introduce our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Muhammad Mubeen, Vice Chancellor of Cluster University of Srinagar, with a brief profile.
बेहद शुक्रिया शाहजहां मैडम, थैंक यू सो मच. ऑनरेबल वाइस चांसलर पद्म श्री प्रोफेसर सैयद ऐनुल हसन साहब, रजिस्ट्रार जनाब प्रोफेसर इश्तियाक अहमद साहब, डीन स्कूल ऑफ साइंसेस प्रोफेसर अलीम बादशाह साहब, हेड प्रोफेसर सलमान अहमद खान साहब, कन्वीनर ऑफ दिस कॉन्फ्रेंस डॉक्टर अलीमुद्दीन साहब, एंड डियर पार्टिसिपेंट्स, अस्सलाम वालेकुम, गुड मॉर्निंग, नमस्कार, आदाब. First of all, I would like to express my sincere thanks to Professor Muhammad Mubin Sahab for accepting our invitation to be part of this two-day conference. It is an honor for me in welcoming Professor Mubin Sahab to this conference and introducing him to the participants and guests. Professor Muhammad Mubin Sahab is a fellow of the Royal Society of Chemistry, and he is presently the Vice Chancellor of Cluster University at Srinagar. He is an internationally renowned researcher in material science and corrosion. He earned his PhD in chemistry from Department of Chemistry, Aligarh Muslim University in 1988. After obtaining his PhD in chemistry, he joined as faculty member in the Department of Applied Chemistry in Zakir Hussain College of Engineering and Technology, Aligarh Muslim University, Aligarh, in 2001. He became professor in the same department in 2005. From 2001 to 2006, he served as a corrosion researcher at the Sea Water Desalination Research Institute, Saudi Arabia, addressing corrosion issues in major desalination and power plants. Professor Mubin has supervised 17 PhD and numerous other postgraduate students, published 189 research papers with citations 5,450, H-index 42, and ITEC index 116. जोरदार ताली बजाइए please. Professor Mubin also authored 6 books and contributed 40 book chapters. He has undertaken over 40 research projects, including international collaboration with organizations in Sweden, Japan, and Saudi Arabia. He was a keynote speaker in many national and international conferences. Recognizing his valuable contributions, he was awarded with NIIS Corrosion Awareness Award in 2007. NIGIS Meritorious Contribution Award 2022. Please begin. And NCCI Meritorious Award 2023. Ranked among the top scholars globally, Professor Mubin is listed in the world top 2% scientists by Stanford University and holds high global rankings carbon steel and corrosion research. Professor Mubin has also had various administrative roles and contributed university governance. Professor Mubin has visited various countries, which include Japan, Saudi Arabia, USA, France, and Malaysia. He is also associated with Department of Chemistry, King Saud University, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and Al-Farabi, Kazakh National University, Almaty, Kazakhstan, as a visiting professor. With these words, I would like to Professor Mubin Sahab, our chief guest of this conference, to deliver his speech and share his ideas with the audience. Thank you, sir. Welcome again.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Manazat National Urdu University, Professor Sayyid Ainul Hassan Sahab, Dean School of Sciences, Professor Alim Basha, Conference Director and Head of the Department of Chemistry, Professor Salman Ahmad Khan, Convener of the Conference, Dr. Alimuddin, Dr. Qasimullah, Member of the Organizing Committee, distinguished delegates who have joined online as well offline, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. I feel extremely honored and privileged to be invited as chief guest and keynote speaker to this 2 days international conference in chemistry 2025. At the outset, I would like to express my sincere thanks and gratitude to the organizers of the conference for providing me an opportunity to speak before the select gathering of academicians, researchers, chemists, scientists, industrialists, and research students who have come here from all over the part of India, and some are joining from abroad also. The theme of the conference, Innovation in Chemical Sciences for Sustainable Development and its Importance in Day-to-Day Life, is both crucial and timely. The sub-themes have been meticulously selected to cover the large part of the chemical sciences. The Department of Chemistry, School of Sciences, MANUU deserves special appreciation for their tireless efforts in organizing this international event. Sustainable development, I'll be talking in my keynote about sustainable development practices, but in briefly, I will give few examples so that I can explain about what I understand about sustainable development. Sustainable development, what I understand, call for the creation of processes and products that are not only efficient, but they have minimal effect on environment, on the planet, and they are also responsible for enhancing the quality of the life. To explain sustainable development and sustainability, I would like to give very two simple examples from my own area of research, that is corrosion research. Since I have chosen this corrosion research to give this example of sustainability, because it's an interdisciplinary topic, and most of you sitting here are aware about corrosion. Though you will not be aware about complexity of corrosion, but at least most of you know that you must have heard about the word rusting. Rusting is a form of corrosion, and everybody recognizes rusting because it's a household problem. Corrosion, if you consider the importance of corrosion, it is threefold. I can say it has threefold importance. First is economic, which pertains to huge economic losses resulting due to corrosion, and you can judge the severity of the losses. It is approximately 3 to 5% of GDP, national as well as global GDP, and you can estimate the severity. And second is improved safety, which pertains to the safety of operating equipments, which might fail while in service and lead to catastrophic failures, resulting in the loss of health and life. And third is very important, that is conservation, which pertains to the conservation of metal resources, because we know that world supply of them is limited. And if corrosion continues unabated, then probably there will be no metal left for future generation. So under 3 days, if we follow sustainable practices in corrosion, then what we can do, then we can promote economic sustainability and of course preventing huge economic losses and saving billions and billion dollars in terms of global as well as national GDP losses without affecting the environment. And second important, that is safety of the equipments. By following sustainable practices, we can prevent corrosion. And as such we can prevent catastrophic failures, and we can promote a sustainable life for future generation. And third, that is about conservation of metal resources. Conservation, by following sustainable practices in corrosion prevention, we can promote, we can foster a safer life for future generation, and probably we will be able to save metal resources for future generation. I will give two examples, and before concluding my talk here, uh, most of you know about, if we talk about prevention from corrosion, that there are different practices to prevent metals from corrosion. But I will give two simple examples. One is, about coatings. By applying coatings, even in household and daily practices, we are preventing metals from corrosion by simple application of paints like that. And in ship hull, what usually happens to be earlier, that to protect ship hulls, a type of paint was applied, which was the role of paint was not to protect the metal from corrosive seawater, rather to protect it from microorganisms which get attached to the ship hull and lead to a different type of corrosion, which is known as microbial corrosion, biocorrosion. So at that time, what the people they do, they mix biocide into it, to the paint, so that these microorganisms do not attach to the ship hull. If they get attached, they will be killed. But because of the biocides which were mixed in the paint, they were extremely toxic even at very low concentration. And since, when environmental regulations came into force, then manufacturer of paints were forced to, do away with the biocides in the paint. They were strictly asked not to use biocides in the paint, because what are the consequences if, biocides leach into the ocean, into seawater? It enters in the into cells of the microorganisms, and which migrates to the higher predators, affecting the life of so many, marine life. So they were forced because of environmental regulations, and they were clearly told that either you use less toxic substances into the paint, or you look for some alternative arrangement to prevent the ship hull from, biocorrosion. And second example I will give about, inhibitors. Inhibitors are again, application of inhibitor is a very common industrial practice. In inhibitors, we add chemicals. And when we are adding chemicals, of course, it may have both advantageous as adverse effects also. And initially, what was the practice? The practice was to use inorganic inhibitors, which were mostly chromate-based and hexachromate-based inhibitors, and some organic compounds based on amine compounds. And the disadvantage of both the compounds was that both were extremely toxic, affecting, environment. So again, manufacturer, though these products were quite effective in preventing metals from corrosion, but they were forced to do away with these practices, and they were prompted to look for some sustainable alternatives, so some green solutions, so that our environment is protected from the onslaught of these compounds. With these words, I would like to conclude, and at the end, I once again extend my gratitude to organizers for inviting me to share my thoughts. Your dedication to nurturing the next generation of scientists is commendable. In the words of Marie Curie, uh, science is not a finished product, it is a continuous search. To the participants, I offer my heartfelt congratulations. May the insight and connections which you are going to forge during your stay in this conference for 2 days propel you towards making meaningful contribution to the field of your specialization. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for gracing our conference with your distinguished presence. Your inspiring words will remain in a lasting memory for all of us. With immense respect and great pleasure, I now invite a visionary leader whose contributions have shaped the academic excellence of Maulana Azad National Urdu University, a man who has been a source of inspiration and a driving force be- behind the growth and success of this institution. I request Padma Shri Professor Syed Anul Hassan, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, to deliver the presidential address. Please join me in welcoming him to the stage with a huge round of applause.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim wa bihi nasta'een. Vice Chancellor Professor Mubin, Dean Professor Alim Basha, Head Professor Salman Khan, and Convener Dr. Alimuddin, host of dignitaries, participants, girls and boys. I'm really glad to see that our science school is growing day by day. At times, suggestions, demands come from within the school. And at times, proposal comes from administration. Let us combine these two together. How to combine? We need space. Shortage of space, we realize. But yes, friends are sitting here. Very likely, we are creating a big space for your researches. You know, our environment is such. All of us are talking about sustainable development. But yes, on one hand, market-oriented economy. On the other hand, human life. These two, we must think for the safety and security of environment. As Professor Mubin talked about, we must be very serious. You know, pollutants all around. And you can see through your naked eyes what is happening within Hyderabad. Usman Sagar, Hussain Sagar, Gandhipet. Can you taste this water? You will die. Now chemicals, all sorts of chemicals are. Now all sorts of pollutants. How fish survives in this water? That's a big question. And who is going to consume this fish? All restaurants, junk foods. You are great lover of junk food, you see, all the time. Never think about, you see, what exactly you are consuming. It's a big question before you. And I tell you, even Sabzi market, you go there, you will find use of chemicals. They are killing us. They are creating diseases. How to rebuff these things? Think about it. I'm telling you, there's a big challenge from the market. Market will not allow you to speak a single word against them. The big bosses are there. You know, their directions are given. But yes, we have seen a period, you know, where researchers, high-level researchers, you must have heard about 10th century, 9th and 10th century great scientist, Zakaria Razi. He is known as the scientist of organic chemistry. He would turn ordinary matter into gold. This was quality of man. But on experimenting, exploring more and more possibilities of researches, he lost his eyes. And the ailment of eye, he could not survive for a very long time. Now we are all set to capture Chinese laboratories. A professor is sitting here, but yes, well, if justification comes from other side, why not? So I have a lot of hopes from you. Let us not destroy anything. Let us create a model which is conducive to our health. How I wish that you buy a good fish after doing some experimentations and see that this fish is really good for our campus, and go to the biodiversity pond and just give a place to this fish. Will you do that? No voice. Anyway, I'm thankful to God that God is there. So, but yes, we are not alone. We should join our hands together, put our heads together, and see how to take MANUU to its ultimate height. Salman Sahab, now don't talk about 2014. Think about 2034. World is moving very rapidly, and you must move. There are dangers also. But without any fear, you should move forward for a sustainable development. There are many takers, many stakeholders. They are knocking at your door. They will come to your laboratory. They will do experimentations, and they will get the citations and the patents, but you will remain ignorant about it. So be attentive. Who is making use of your energy, your power, your intellect? You have to be very careful and make it a combined effort. Jointly, you can do anything. But yes, careful, as I say, अपनी खैरत पे आपको जितना यकीन है, उतनी ही चालबाज सपेरों की बीन है. और हस्ती के ताने बाने पे मत गौर कीजिए. हस्ती के ताने बाने पे मत गौर कीजिए. मलमल हमारे शहर का बेहद महीन है. You know, in a vice chancellor's conference, everyone was talking about artificial intelligence, IIM, and then IIT and the other places. You know, I said, here is human consideration. Please tell us. I mean, you can create a device, you see, in order to check, things. But you look, where is humanity? Everything, if science is everything, innovation is everything, technology is everything, mobile is everything, then what is our value? So then the table turned. Everyone started talking, no, we should. And you please forward your article, what you have written on environment, and please, and we will incorporate. And director, I am Ahmedabad. And I forwarded. I said, these are our researchers, please incorporate. So what is happening? You be one. A unit also can create a good environment, a healthy environment. And last but not the least, मलमल हमारे शहर का बेहद महीन है. And for you, my sons and daughters, this is for you. पंजों में जो चराग की लौ को समेट ले, पंजों में जो चराग की लौ को समेट ले, इस दौरे पुरखतर में वो बच्चा ज़हीन है. So thank you very much, and very successful brainstorming sessions hereafter. Thank you very much.
Sir, we are truly grateful for the guidance you have shared. We appreciate your wisdom and leadership as you continue to inspire us all. Thank you, sir, for your invaluable words and unwavering commitment to the growth of Maulana Azad National Urdu University. To conclude this session, I would like to invite Mr. Anzar Jahan, research scholar from Department of Chemistry, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most beneficial. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. And very good morning to all. On behalf of Department of Chemistry, School of Sciences, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, I, Anzar Jahan, research scholar, Department of Chemistry, would like to take this opportunity to formally place vote of thanks for this exciting and informative event. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Padma Shri, Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Syed Ainul Hasan sir. Thank you for your visionary leadership and continuous support, which are guiding MANUU towards academic and research excellence. I feel fortunate to convey my heartfelt gratitude to our today's esteemed chief guest, Professor Muhammad Mubin sir, Vice Chancellor, Cluster University, Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir. Sir, we sincerely appreciate your presence and the efforts you made to travel all the way from Jammu and Kashmir to grace this occasion. Your inspiring words and gracious presence have truly enriched this conference. My heartfelt gratitude goes to Professor H. Alim Basha sir, Dean School of Sciences, MANUU. Sir, your leadership have been instrumental in this event's success. I also feel privileged to express my sincere gratitude to Professor Salman Ahmed Khan sir, Head Department of Chemistry, School of Sciences, MANUU, for your dedication, continuous guidance and support. Last but certainly not the least, I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Alimuddin sir for your dedicated efforts and invaluable contributions toward making this event successful. On behalf of organizing committee, we extend our sincere appreciation and thanks to all the dignitaries, invited speakers, faculty members, participants who have joined us both in person and virtually from across the globe. Your presence and engagement have made this event truly meaningful. And of course, our technical team, IMC MANUU, Electrical Section, CSIT, CIT, Engineering Section, State Section, and devoted volunteers, which includes Research Scholar Department of Chemistry, Masters, and UG students who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure the smooth functioning of this event. Last, but most importantly, I would like to thank each and every individual who joined us here today to grace this occasion. Thank you one and all. You're welcome.
I extend heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Anzar Jahan for eloquently expressing our appreciation to all those who have made this conference a success. Your words truly reflect the collective spirit of this event. Now I kindly request everyone to rise for National Anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Okay, thank you. Respected all, now high tea has been arranged. I kindly request you to enjoy the refreshments. We will resume our proceedings in 10 minutes. Thank you.